Hi, I am going to tell you about my CPAP mask. So, when I got diagnosed with sleep apnea, it was totally out of nowhere. Like, I think I've mentioned this in every video because I think I might kind of say the same thing in every video, but totally out of nowhere. So basically, they told I was in for chronic fatigue, but I thought I had narcolepsy, and then I went in for my sleep study results, and they're like, you have sleep apnea. Like, it was just a thing because most people, when they go, I don't know about most people, but I think most people go get a sleep study because they have sleep apnea. So when they're like, yeah, so you have sleep apnea, blah blah blah, just like it was normal, I was like, what like, I was so confused. So I had been so sick for so long. Like, I felt like absolute hell for years and years and years and years and years and years. So I just remember her telling me that, and I was like, oh my god, I have to have one of those ugly machines. And even remembering that emotion, I'm like tearing up because it was like so intense. Like, shit, I have to wear that machine. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Like, how do you even wear that ugly ass machine? So anyway, then she said, so if you have a home care supply company that you have chosen already, you can go with them. And I didn't even know what that was. I thought it was I just didn't know what it was. And I was like, no, I don't have one. She's like, okay, well, we have a rep here today that you can meet with. And I was like totally in total shock. So I go in, and the rep, is selling me the equipment or whatever. And he goes, okay, here's some masks you can try on. I was like, okay. And then he was like, which one do you want? And he had three of them. And I was like, obviously the smallest one. I was like, are you dumb, dude? Which is funny because it's rude, but I just don't know why he wouldn't have assumed that. So I put in one that, wait, I forget what it's called. You probably have, it's goes in your nose like that. It goes in your nose, and then it goes here and here, and it was pink, and it was so cute. And I couldn't breathe, and I think I have a lot of sinus inflammation, so it has these two little streams of air, and I couldn't, it wasn't enough air for me, so I was like, all right, darn it, I can't wear the small cute mask. So then I think this was the second one I tried on, which is what I have here today, which is a Philips Respironics, which is the machine I have. I think it's called the Pico, and I wear a small, medium. Well, you get the point. Like that. You've seen all the pictures on Instagram. So anyway, I think where I've been really lucky, but I also feel a little bit bad, is because everyone's like, how did you get used to that mask? And I'm like, I put it on and I went to sleep. And they're like, well, wasn't it hard to get used to? And I'm like, no. And they're like, well, aren't you embarrassed by it? I'm like, no. They're like, well, doesn't it give you sores in your face? I'm like, no. I am the luckiest person in the whole entire world, seriously the whole entire world, because I had no problems. I think a lot of it has to do with, not a lot of it, who knows. I believe a lot of it has to do with my mindset. So when I saw those ugly ass machines, when I sat down with the rep, I teared up. I was this close to crying. Again, thinking about it makes me cry. I was about to cry. I was like, my god, I have to wear one of those every single night. Oh my god. Yeah. So, and then after I got upset about it, I was like, all right, I have been begging the universe for a solution to the reason why I feel like hell every day. I've been all I wanted was a solution. All I wanted was some sort of answer to my problems. And I got it, so I have to deal with this, and I am going to embrace this, and I'm going to take bikini pictures with it, and I'm going to make it really fun. I'm going to take lots of selfies, and this is what I'm going to do with my life, because this is hopefully going to work for me. And it, it did. And I feel way better now. But that's what I wanted to tell you today. So I apologize that if you're asking, oh, how do I get used to the mask, or how do I do this? All I tell people, I can't give medical advice anyway, But all I tell people is you have to work with your sleep center and your sleep doctor to get something that works. And it's not easy for some people, but for me it was. And that is because I'm incredibly lucky, and partly because I was just like, nope, I'm doing this. So, that's good for me. If you're struggling, I am sorry. I wish I had advice, but work with your sleep center and your sleep doctor. That's my advice. It is like midnight here. I'm here with here is Momo. You say hi, Momo. Say hi to the people on YouTube's. Meow. Meow. Okay. Bye, everyone. Have a good night. Happy New Year.